Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is David from Daveden Web Dev. And on this channel, I like to talk about all things WordPress, especially about accessibility and dynamic data. And let me know in the comments, how are you all doing today? How is the weather over there? Because over here is a bit cold, but I'm indoors, so I don't really feel the cold. And well, how are we all preparing for our Christmas festivities? For us, as you can see, I have my tree, I have everything set up, and I think it's all good. So please let me know in the comments. Can you see me well? Can you hear me properly? Hope the sound is good. Hope the video is okay so that we can proceed from there. But yeah, I don't know how many of you watch the chess competition. I've been following the World Chess Championship and I was amazed by the results and I learned a few things from the whole chess competition that happened. So it was against two grandmasters. One was called Gukesh and the other one was called Ding Liren. One was from India and China. And what I learned basically is there are two things. One, you should never give up. Even when you think everything is going wrong for you, just keep pushing on, keep pressing on, and you'll be surprised how things go. But things may just go your way without you realizing it. The other thing I learned is that once you get to the top, it can get a bit hard. Oh yeah, hey Toby, thanks for joining in. How are you today? I saw your recent video. It was amazing how both of us were able to come up with. Oh, I guess it happens because I saw the update of Jet Engine 3.6.1 and I got excited that finally we can now put the ULLI tag. So I recorded a video and then I published it early this morning, UK time. Then all of a sudden I got your message saying that you also did the video. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we all think about it the same way. I guess once you get a new information, it's always that there's that joy to like release it to the public so that everybody can see it, not just you, but everybody can gain from that same like the same knowledge that you've gotten. Mm. Oh, thank you. You also did a very nice take as you explained that it is for accessibility reasons and things like that. I didn't really mention why because that's I was just trying to go into how to do it, but I didn't like explain what's the purpose of this ULLI tag in general. Because after the video, a few people have reached out to me to ask me, but what's the point of having a ULLI tag in your whole structure? And I've been having to explain a few things to them why it's a good idea to have that ULLI structure for your loop cards. But yeah, so like I was saying, the two things that I learned from the chess competition in general is one, just don't give up. No matter what's happening, just keep pressing on. And at the end of the day, something will just happen that you just be like, you will not expect it. Because the the two of them going into the competition, that is Ding Liren and the Gukesh, one of them was going into the competition with that spirit that I'm losing. He always, every time in every game, he always feels like he's losing. He's always having that mindset of I'm losing. Whereas the other one had that positive mindset. Yes, he's going in to attack, he's going in to play his best game. And in the end, it turned out well for him. The last game he won after 14 games. The 14th game is what gave him the edge and he won the competition. The other thing I was just looking at is, which is tying up to so many things that are happening recently, is when you get to the top of your game. So let's say you are the best web designer in your state, or you're the like like you're the top ranked, or maybe your plugin is the best, or your page builder is the best. The moment you get to that that peak that you are the best, a lot of times it's hard to stay there at the top. When you get to the top, you just feel like I don't know. You just feel like I've achieved everything I want to achieve. Like what is left? What is out there left for me? And that's when people start to like drop in their quality, because you see every page builder, that's how it has been. Maybe when Visual Composer first came out, it came out with some very big ideas, but the moment it becomes the best page builder in the whole industry, there's just that feeling of like, okay, so what next? So in the end, there's not that what's it called? That drive to keep going up. People just That's why people just die down. That's why you always see there's that peak and then they just drop, because once you get to the top, you now have to. It takes a kind of level of motivation to keep yourself at the top. Otherwise, you just feel like, okay, I'm tired. I'm done. That was what happened to the current world champion, who is now okay. He's now the ex world champion. He got in fact, before that, that was the same thing that happened. Yeah, it's just like once you just get to that peak, you're like, so I'm like, everybody is now coming from underneath, coming out with some very massive ideas. Like they are all having fresh ideas, but you are at the top. You're just feeling like, so is this how all my life is going to be? I'm just going to be doing the same thing over and over again, and that's why many of them just decide to, like, they crumble or something happens, or like we have in our the fight in our WordPress space, because you start to lose the vision. Like you're just there at the top, you start to lose vision and you start to do things that people don't understand anymore, because you have been there at the top for too long. Like you need a spark again, somebody to spark your whole creativity alive again, like some form of like a competition or something that will show you that, okay, I want to aspire to be this level. Which is why I think someone advised me that rather than always looking for the big wins in your life, try to come up with every month some series of small wins that will just keep you motivated to keep going. Because if you just have, like with the breaks now, let's say we have that components, that is the big win that they have. If that's all they're focusing on, and then they just release the components feature, then they start to feel, okay, so what next? What else do we give people? And in the end, you start to see that the level of rise of the whole, yeah, exactly. That's it. Because when you just get to that top, because before you get to the top, you have so many goals and so many visions and so many things. So people just keep striving and pushing for that big thing. But once you achieve that big thing, you're like, okay, what next? And then you're just you either, many people lose from there, which is why if you see so many of these actors and actresses, when they become child stars, they become like popular at a very young age, because there's no series of small wins that they were trying to achieve. They just went straight to the big win and they became the hottest actor or actresses in the world. Next thing you know, that's it. Life is life is gone. Oh hey Jimmy, thanks for tuning in. How were you able to travel to go see your grandparents? Hope everything went well and you are back to tip top shape. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, I can see the components. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to just point it out because the competition just ended about an hour ago. So it just came to my head, like that's what people have been doing. Even me, there was a time when I was so excited about some visions, but the moment I just, like, I achieved those dreams and those visions, because I think that was when I was trying to become the best in my uni. 'Cause all through my university life, I've been always like average. So one year I was like, okay, I want to be the best. And then I went into my uni and I became the best. I got, I think, almost all A's, only like, I think, yeah, all A's. And after that, I was just like, okay, so what else? I've achieved this dream. So what else is left? And that feeling is, so that's why I just try to come up with a series of smaller wins, not just only one big win. Just keep adding to your wins. Say, okay, this is the first one, then the next one, and then the next one, and just keep like a ladder. Just keep giving yourself some small wins, and even your projects. Don't just go straight for the biggest project in the world. Try to take the projects one step at a time. Just keep taking them little by little. Yeah. Ah. Oh, oh, good, good. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully everything continue going well. Yeah. So with that out of the way, now let's now try to see what I was trying to build today. And so I'll switch over to my screen now. And this is the website that was built in the Jamie's Speed Build Challenge. And it is the Bob Dylan website. And one thing that just jumped out to me the moment I saw the website is the fact that this is one thing for accessibility. You notice that whenever there is playing animation, the one thing you should always remember that people don't like motion. So when you have this background image that just keeps moving, even when it doesn't have a sound, you would always notice there's a pause button. That is one thing you should always do for your website. If you see even Apple, I think Apple's website, apple.com, I think for their, is it where they have the Mac? If you go to the Mac, you see, because the video is playing, they always have this tiny pause button at the bottom that you can pause the video. Because not everybody wants to be seeing things moving on their screen, up, down, left, right, and all of that. I know people like to put so much animations, but whenever you have a video that is over 5 seconds and is looping, just try to put a pause button somewhere that can pause the video. I was really happy to see that thing. Hey Bob, thanks for joining in. Yeah, so I'm actually the website is also called Bob. I just realized Bob Dylan. Yeah, so let's see how well we can do this whole website using the stack that I have. So we have the header section, we have this hero section with a video that is playing, but I've just paused it for now. Then we have a second section, just image and text. We have a background image with some text. Some of these things are very bad for accessibility because I can't even read the text easily. Bob Dylan is one of, okay, American's greatest. Then we have some cards. We have another image and text. So it's just a repeating set of sections. Yeah, I think the sections are just repeating in a way. There's one column and then a two column. So, yeah, I just realized. Yeah, they have the same name. So maybe he built the website. I don't know. Bob, did you build the website without telling us? Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Sharaf, thank you for joining in. Hopefully, I can actually go far. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So let's get to it. So let me go ahead and show you what I have so far. So here's the whole website. So I have bricks installed. I've actually cheated already because I've installed some things. I couldn't find the playground link, so I had to build it on InstaWP. So we have the under appearance themes. I just have the bricks theme, which is 1.11.1.1. Then I have some plugins to make my life easier. I have Bricks Forge. I just like installing it everywhere because I like to use the terminal. We have Command UI that just allows me to quickly navigate through all of the individual sections. We have Core Framework. We have I just like installing all of these plugins. Dynamic OO and Happy Files. Most of these things I wouldn't actually use them, but it's nice to have them somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, let me just say my videos. The one person who is on a roll with videos is Imran. Imran, I've never seen any human who has released. I think he has released. Let's go ahead and see. Let's just take stock. I think it's called Web Squadron. Like I said, I'm not signed into anybody's. I'm not subscribed to anybody's channel on this. I don't have a channel on this one, so I don't know if I can subscribe. But let's go ahead and see. Oh no. So we have 2.1 thousand videos in, let's go ahead and see the videos and start from the oldest, in 3 years. So that is, we have 3 years times 3 is about 900, or let's say 1,000 days. 1,000 days, we have 2,000 videos. That literally means he's doing about 2 videos a day on average. So I don't think anybody can ever beat him. uh, so let's go ahead and see. So yeah, so these are the plugins I have. Then under the media file, I think I just downloaded some of the media. Let's see, files. So yeah, just some of the images I saw on the homepage and the video. I'll be deleting it later so they can't come against me for copyright. So this is just for demonstration purposes only. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how far I can go. And I don't have a timer there, so I'll just have my timer. Let me go ahead and set it up. That'll be, my screen is a bit mirrored, so you'll see the opposite direction. But yeah, that's the time. Let me press start, and the timer started. So I'll go ahead and open the page up on my second screen so that I can easily see what I'm actually doing. Okay. So yeah. Now we can start by opening the page. So let me just go to page. That will be the home page, and I'll edit it with breaks. Maybe I should start with the hero section or the header. I don't know. But well, I'll just start with the hero section. So let me create a. Oh, please tell me this is going to work. Oh no. Oh shoot. Whenever I just turn on my keyboard shortcut, stop working. The moment I have OBS active, it stops working. So now I have to do it manually. So that is, I want a section. I'll call it hero, and maybe I'll give it a tag of. Oh no, yeah, it should be a section. Then in there, I'll just put. Maybe I'll just put directly the video. No, I'll put a div. Going to be weird. A tag of H group, and it should have a class of hero heading or headline. Then we want to have a video with a tag of, this better work. No, a video has a video tag, and the class name should be hero underscore media. See? Okay, yeah, it worked. So this will be the heading or headline. So in there, I'll just drop in. So we have two things. So we have the title and this. I should have done that as well. So let me just go there, put. All right. See you soon, Toby. So once this will be a H1, or that's a heading with a tag of H1 plus, and I'll give it a class of hero title plus. We have. I might change all of these things later, but for now, basic text basic with a tag of P and a class name of hero subtitle. Okay. Oh no, it didn't work. Now it has created problems. I wonder what I did wrong. So, but I think the class names will have been created. So I just have to do it manually. Text heading, and that is called hero something. Hero title. Hero subtitle. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and copy. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't copy it. So paintings and sculptures for the heading. And the subheading by Bob Dylan. By Bob Dylan. Okay. I'll do some weird things now, which is using some of the utility classes I have. Stack grade. This one, I'll give it a, that'll be Z index -1. Then on the section under the style tab, let me just find it. I want the width to be 100% and the height to be maybe max 35 rem, 100 svh, something like that. Save. Then I want the heading to be in the center, so just go to the code, no, CSS, root, that will be place, I want it to be in center, so I'll just place self center, okay, yeah, and I want it to be all, because all caps, so I'll say text transform, I believe, uppercase, okay, yeah, that's fine. Text align should be center. Okay, we're getting there. So now let me go ahead and start even acting. This will be H1 and this, yes, this was a H group. Okay, it's a basic text, Bob Dylan. Okay, then the video, let me set it to a media and I'll select my video. For the video, since it's a background video, I just want autoplay, loop, mute, everything, literally everything. Hold on. I hope my video just doesn't get taken down for the audio. No, I don't want controls. Okay. So let me go back to the heading and give it the color. I should have just made the whole background black because I think everything here is just black. Maybe I'll do that. I hope I can do that. But for now, let me go to typography. Yes, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get it white. Okay, the color, just make it. This is using core framework, so you can right click. I want it to be, where's white? Okay, light. And the same thing with the basic text, color, white, light. Maybe I'll just give it a higher font. Okay. I think that's it for now. Maybe I'll, let's see, let me just give the video CSS position. Let me just give it some background color so that it is a bit darker. I'll say root, after, position, absolute. I hope I'm spelling well. Okay, then I want content to be like that. Then insert 0, background color should be, okay, then just want it to be 20%, no, 50%, 80%, okay, something like that. Okay, so that is it for the hero section. We have this video. Then let's see the next section. Next section is just image and text with some, so I just put a 2-column grid and just leave it that way. So I can't open this with a shortcut key, so I have to be clicking that. So that'll be a section with a container. Maybe I'll just style everything on the ID level for now. And I want 2 blocks, so block multiplied by 2. Okay. So in the first block, that'll be the media block. So let me add an image in there. And that image will just be, oh yeah, I said I was going to change the background, right? So that it's easy for me to just keep going through. I think it's under page settings, or where is it? General, yeah, background, no. Yeah, page background, okay. Let's put the background color to be dark. Okay, so everything now is dark. So let's continue. The image, let me drop in an image. That is this one. Okay, we have our image and the text. Let me go ahead and copy the text. And I'll paste it in a rich text element or a block. Yeah, rich text. I should have just made the whole text colors to be white. So there's always going to be white, but now I have to be doing it manually everywhere. Well, I made my bed, so I have to, that's how, oh shoot, what's wrong now? Okay, so Control Shift, oh yeah, I remember what, I did something wrong with the CSS, the root. In fact, where is the easiest way to do this? Maybe page settings, custom CSS. See, no. P, and then H1, H2, H3 should have a color of var. Maybe I'll say body okay. Just to cheat, basically. So everything will have light colors. Okay, now we can continue. On the container, I want it to be centered. So, no, not mid-axis, that will be cross-axis. Centered, okay. Then, what else? I think that's it. For now, I will change everything later. Yeah, so next section, oh yeah, there's a bigger gap. So let me make the gap, maybe, or I'll give this a padding around, yeah. So I'll put the text itself, that block, I'll give it a very big padding all around. Maybe space L, something like that. It's still not, why is it not centering? Control save and refresh just to see why it's not. Oh, oh, nice. That's really nice. I've not. Okay, yeah, so nice. Centered, I think. Yeah, centered now. I guess I just had to refresh the page. So we have our second section. The next section is this one with the background image and the text. So let's see. Let me open another section, and probably I'll just give a section and a container. Within that, I'll just add a rich text, I guess. Text. Okay. So for the rich text, I'll copy. I'm hoping it will copy it as a block quote. I think this is a block quote. Oh boy. What did you copy it as? Just put a bold text? No. What did you do? No idea what you did. Or just leave it that way. Paragraph with that. Okay, yes. Then I can give it a typography, font size, something big. No idea why it's not just applying immediately. And text should be okay. We're getting there. Then I'll put the background color on the section. To find background, image, What image was that? Okay, this one with the road. And I should do something similar, putting that for now, just leave it that way. I'll sort it out later. The next section is this one with the discover artwork. So that is one section. So a section, and within the section I have a container as usual. And within the container we have, maybe I'll put the basic text and then the block. Yeah. So text, no, heading with a tag of h2 plus a block. So the heading. So for the heading, let me get my mouse back. I want discover artwork. So that will be the heading. Discover artwork. I'm guessing all the headings are all capital letters, right? Yeah. So I can just come back to my code. Theme styles. No, not theme styles. Page settings, custom code, and say the same thing with the H1, H2, H3 is. And for that one, I'll just say for type text transform should be uppercase. So that saves me having to do that over and over again. So in the container, make it column. And then with this block, just have two things. Maybe I have to give it a class name. So image and a text. So in that block, I'll add a block, the class of card. And within that block, I want to have image with the class of card plus a text basic with a class of the tag of, what have I done? Oh shoot, this is what happens when you're typing too fast and you now press the wrong button. Anyway, so we continue. So basic text, we'll give it a p tag, and it's just paintings. What else about? So then the image, give it an image, and that is the sunset one. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess you should take your dog out. This is very important. This will be card. This will be heading or title. Okay. So I can now duplicate 2, 3. Okay, allow. So we have those 3. Then I'll come back to this block, make it a grid. I'll just say something like display grid var grid 3 gap will be var gap. Okay. So we have our image and the text. Maybe the image is I don't know, a square image, or so for the image aspect ratio, maybe I'll put it some 3:4, or I don't know, we'll change it later, or 2:3. No, 4. Just leave 3:4. Object fit cover. Okay. And I'll just leave it at that for now. We can sort it out later. Maybe I'll give it a bit more gap. Next one is this text and image. I think it's similar to this. So just copy that section, duplicate it, drag that down. So For this one, it will be the reverse. Just going to reverse them manually. Okay. And this is text. And some image. So I still have 11 minutes at the moment. Hopefully, at least I'll get somewhere. I can fix the rest later. All of these parallax things, I think I was supposed to do background attached fixed or something. But for now, I'm still too lazy. So continue. Next section is this section that looks similar to this one. So I should have fixed it already. Maybe I'll just try something. Where's the background on this section? Okay. Background should be attachment fixed. Okay, so something like that. And maybe I'll do the same thing for this. Say root. Oh, okay. Okay, no worries, Bob. Whenever you have questions, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer. Okay. So for this one, I'll say position should be relative and root after. Position should be absolute. I'll give it content and insert with the background color of black. Oh. 80, something like that. And then the text. Oh. Oh, okay. Then I need to raise the z index of the text. Yeah, so root z index be 1. Okay, that's it. Save it. Then I should give it a minimum height. So min height of maybe 25 rem. Okay, and let's see what else. Place it in the center. This is where, if I had put it in, that would have been better. If I had put it in a class, then I can use that same class in the next section. But now I didn't put it in a class, so I'm just going to duplicate and hope for the best. So duplicate, drop that down. So for this one, this is the next section. This one has a heading called exhibition highlight. So first I'll just paste that here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Then there should be I'm just going to make my life easier. Use everything in the exhibition highlight. Okay. Make that a heading. So let's say heading H2. I can start styling it here. So I've just put that center and leave it at that. Put the background color to be the background image to be this one. Yes. Save. Okay. So we're getting somewhere. Next thing is this last section. So come back to this one. Go ahead and duplicate it. Put that at the bottom. And for that one is the other way around again. So let's just manually move them because I can't be bothered to start styling anything. Okay, so it's this one. Then we have, I can't highlight because there's a link somewhere. Okay, the whole card is a link. This will be the H2. Okay. And paragraph. Okay. This is what laziness causes. I'm not following the right. But yeah, I think that's the main thing. The next thing we just go and maybe put the templates. So I'll just go to breaks, templates. No, not active templates. So go to breaks, templates. So here, just create a new template and I'll call it site header. Make it a header, publish it, and go ahead and edit with breaks. So what I noticed from this is that it has that first is a transparent header, and when you scroll down, it disappears. Scroll up, it comes back. With breaks, it's very easy to do that. All I have to do is just, let me first add a link. So I think I'll put a text link because there's not actually an image. So the text link, I'll make it Bob Dylan. Okay. And make it all caps. Okay. And maybe I'll just give it a bigger font size so far. Maybe L. Okay. Then put the nav menu. So nav. Okay, that's it. On the container, let me make them space between and centered. Okay. Then I'll remove the padding because I usually have some default padding. So let me put it to be 1 rem. Okay. Save. What else? Okay. Then put on the section, I'll put a background. So the background color of, I think, no, it doesn't have a background color, only when it is on hover. So I'll go to settings, then template settings. This is the nice thing about breaks. Everything's just there for you. So I can just make it sticky on scroll. Let me see, I'll put it on 200 pixels. And I'll give it a scrolling background. So choose the background color. Be black. Oh no, not title. That was the wrong one. Should be dark. Yes. And yeah, I think when we now set it to conditions, entire page, entire website, save and test it out now. Refresh this page. We get our scrolling head. I just need to make it white, and literally that's it. Yeah, make all of the text here white. Style. No, let me just go normally. The Bob Dylan should be white, and all of the links here, top menu navigation should be typography white. Yeah. Save, refresh the page, and we get something similar. The only thing is just maybe I'll just put negative margin. But yeah, that is basically it. That's almost similar to what they have here, almost. And I still have 2 minutes to spare. Maybe I should just take some time to just change all of these images. The only thing is that I didn't set it. Let me just test out the mobile as well. This is sculpture and lyrics and drawing. Okay. Sculpture Sure. And the last one is lyrics and drawing. Okay. Since I have a class name here, I can easily style it. This is the beauty of class names. Once you have class names, it's easy. You style one thing. It's almost like similar to having like components. You can style one thing and everything just gets styled immediately. But yeah, that is about it. Card. Let me just give it a gap. Row gap should be card space. Yeah. Well, although on mobile it will be a bit shaky, but yeah, this is about it. What do you guys think? I am done. I have 30 seconds to go, so I might as well just turn it off because I'm not adding any extra thing. But that's one beautiful thing about bricks, that bricks with just a toggle of a setting, you already have that, your sticky header. You have, what else? You can do almost everything similar to what they did. And yeah, so what do you guys, what are your assessments? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see the messages coming in now. My phone was not showing the messages initially. Okay, thank you. It's looking, and that's it. I I I, I managed to survive. But the one thing about, let me switch back to my screen. One thing about all of these is I have the luxury of, I've seen the design before, and I don't have the pressure of Jamie interrupting me. So so I can do it faster. But if in a most time pressured manner, most times I crack because I don't know if I how well I deal under pressure. But we'll see. I have submitted my name to join one of the specials. I think this is having some what's it called? It's clipping. But yeah, I've submitted my name to his to Jamie's speed build challenge. So maybe one of these days I'll join one of his challenges when I'm free, and we'll see how well I actually do in time pressure. And in other news, what's his name? One of my friends, he has decided to challenge me. He said we will go on our own speed build challenge. He will be using Elementor, and I'll use bricks. I don't know if he will allow me to use all of these like tools in bricks, but we'll see how it goes. He with Elementor, me with bricks, and we'll see how fast we can build a website in the 30 minutes time frame. So who do you think will win? If I go Elementor versus bricks, who do you think will win? I guess it all depends on your experience, because if you give me something like breakdance, I've never used it, so I'll probably lose just because I have no idea where to find any item. I used it only like 3 times, just to somebody, one of the times somebody just had an issue, he reached out and we figured it out together. Most of the time it's just for testing purposes only, when I was testing their tabs and I was testing their accordions and all of that. That's the only time I've used breakdance. So who knows? Somebody might use Elementor and go faster than me. Maybe we can get let me say it quietly. We can get Paul to from WP Tots to do his own speed build using Elementor, and so Paul will use Elementor, and Wiki Designs, yes, he will use bricks. So we see, just to turn things around. That would be a fun speed build where Paul is using Elementor, and an Elementor user will be using something like bricks or breakdance or something else. We'll see if that one can work out well. But yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, welcome back, Jimmy. If anybody has any questions, any comments, please do let me know. This is an open time. You can ask me any question and I'll do my best to answer. And then, but don't hold that thought for now. First, let me say happy birthday to somebody who is very special to me. someone I look up to, and he has been there all through my life, basically. So I just want to say happy birthday to him. And I didn't send him any present this year, but hopefully we'll get to celebrate it next year. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me hear your questions. I should mention that this will be my last live stream for the year. So the next live stream will be sometime in February. So the whole of January there will be no live stream because I'll be doing some family things. So I won't be able to do a live stream in the whole of January. I may not even release any video in January unless it is something very crucial. I might not release a video until February again. So I'll be on a long hiatus. So if you have any questions about dynamic shortcodes, about breaks, about breakdown, oh no, not breakdowns, please. Don't ask me any question about breakdowns, about Elementor. And yes, while we're at it, let me see Template Monster. I was shocked today when I saw the results from Template Monster / awards. Let me see awards. Okay, so let me quickly switch over to the awards and let me know your thoughts. So we have the awards, and let me accept this. Some of the things that shocked me in these awards are, the first one is, okay, well, this one didn't really shock me that much. In the terms of builders, Elementor still ended up being the first, even though I remember, was it not Jonathan, when the awards first started, he kept shouting about how Bricks is going to win the awards and how Bricks was 69% votes and all of that. But the reality is, there's no, the thing is, Elementor is just has so many users, so it's difficult. If the Elementor users themselves really want to vote, then Elementor will always win because Elementor has like 10 times the number of users that Bricks has. Even though you might prefer Bricks or you might prefer Breakdance or Green Shift, but it just depends on the volume of people who are using it. So yeah, Bricks community, yeah, that's because we're always, when we had, I think all through last year we had uh Kevin Geary and um Cracker and so many content creators and so many people all praising Bricks. Definitely Bricks community. Latter is always getting questions, answers, and lots of things. So I do agree about Bricks community. So the other one that shocked me was okay, yes, let's go to dynamic plugins. So this is called dynamic plugins. And I'm wondering why show members is part of, I'm not, I doesn't really even get it. Like, how can show members win third position among dynamic? What does show members actually do in terms of dynamic? Okay, it does do membership, so it's supposed to be so under membership, not dynamic plugins. It won third position ahead of Metabox, and I'm like, no, I don't agree. Uh, well, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think show members is more popular than Metabox? Then the next one that was shocking again was the form plugins. And again, first we have Metforms. I think Metforms is only for Elementor, right? So I'm not sure why it's getting top position. But I guess since it is for Elementor, it's by default wins. So the what shocked me again was Sure Forms. Sure Forms literally just came out about 2 months ago. How can Sure Forms have more votes than Gravity Forms, Jet Form Builder, Formidable Forms, and all of these ones? Even Contact Form 7, which usually is installed on most people's websites. Like, how does Sure Forms get to the top 6, like top 10? I don't know. Well, that's why I was speaking on my Facebook group today, and on my Facebook page, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that by next year, all the Sure products will be getting the top of the group, and that's why they keep popping up with so many of their different what's it called, plugins. So you have the entire Sure crafted plugin suite. So we have Sure Forms, Sure Cards, Sure Members, Sure everything. So they're going to be winning every category now. But yeah. uh, but the one that okay, let's see another one that shocked me. Okay, that was for the forms. Okay, I've checked builders. Then this is the one that just gets me annoyed every time I look at it. It's the Elementor plugins. Like every year, how I've never. Please, can anybody like tell me in the comments when last they used Prime Slider? I can't even remember what it does. I've not used Prime Slider ever, like ever. How in the world are the top three plugins things that I hardly ever use? And it's not just by 10 votes, it's by 51% of the votes voted for Prime Slider. Like how? When we have things like CrocoBlock, we have Dynamic OO, we have Unlimited Elements, we have all of these plugins that I remember I used to use back in the day. We come with Prime Slider as the top of the and it happens every year. That means it's just I don't know. I there's no there are no words for this. I can understand Elements kits. I think I remember when back in the day they used to have like their mega menu and some other things. This one had a lot of widgets as well, but not Prime Slider. I don't see how a one-off plugin like that. All it does is sliders, which you can do with Elementor's carousel or whatever widget you want to do. So how is that getting the best every year? For no, that is just this just shows that it is. I'm not going to say too much so that I don't get into trouble. But but yeah. So then was it blogs? I can't remember which one was. Like literally all of them were just weird to me. I think was it the blogs? And okay. Well, I think I can understand some of these blogs, but I would prefer the one I think I read more is Kingstar blog compared to all the other blogs here. Because that's where I get I know WP Beginner probably will always win everything because they are experts in SEO and anytime you try to look for any question about anything, you always see one of their blog posts popping up. So I can understand WP Beginner, but some of the other ones here, I'm just not. I'm just like I'm confused. But I guess that's because I'm not really in the system, so I don't really know how the system works. But yeah, then yeah, the other ones are not bad. Like YouTube channels, we get WP Thoughts, which is definitely understandable. These two channels, I believe, they are the two channels that whenever they do a live stream, you are pretty sure that they will have like 100 people, a minimum, watching their videos. All the other ones, okay, I think he too is also good. Web Squadron. All the other ones, I think they are also very good. But in terms of like live streams, WP Thoughts, Kevin Geary, they are always top notch. Even their what's it called? Their thumbnails. The moment you see their thumbnails, you're like, I need to open this video. So you know they are doing things well. So I wouldn't doubt this record. Although I think one of the fastest growing channels right now is Web Squadron because he has almost gotten up to halfway of WP Thoughts, and WP Thoughts started. I think he started like how many years ago? 11, 7 years ago or something, and he's already halfway getting toward him. So I would have expected Web Squadron to be somewhere at the top as well. But well, with Brainstorm Force, both Brainstorm Force and the Shaw members or Shaw whatever, the Shaw family, I think all of them are packaged together, so they will keep winning every um every award out there. So yeah, okay, I guess because Lightbox he hasn't really been doing much videos this year because he's been busy with his course. Andrea, she's quite good with all things GSAP with Elementor. Yeah. So if you have any questions about GSAP and Elementor, you go to Andrea. I think Cracker does a lot of bespoke templates and components. You can go ahead and check him out. Living with Pixels, I think he too is also chilling now. enjoying himself. Abdul Muskit, this is one of those Crocoblock legends who used to write so many codes and so many complicated Crocoblock um, tutorials. Who else? Yeah, Jamie, the head of WordPress and all of that. But yeah, I wonder. Okay, so okay, that's not bad. There are so lots of names here that are good names. I think you all should follow most of the people here. They are actually quite good. Um, but yeah, that's it. Those are just the things that were just jumping out to me recently. I was like, I just saw the awards this morning. I'm like, no, this is why awards. It's hard to like agree with awards because when you see the way uh the awards are, like the people who win some of these awards, they are hardly ever people who, or like the products who win awards most of the time, they're hardly ever products that are like the highest quality, because like I alluded to from the beginning that usually at the beginning of your journey you still have that drive, that motivation, so you're pumping out all of your ideas, like you keep pumping out your ideas, but the moment you get to a point where everybody is now like, everybody knows you, everybody, you're now at the top of the game, you tend to start to slack, you start, because you don't see the point of the amount of effort compared to the what do you call it, the effort to the reward is now not balanced. So that's why many people, when they get to the top, they start to diversify to something else, start to acquire other companies and do all sorts of things. That, because I remember back in the day, WP Beginner, I used to like all of their blog posts because they were easy to read. But then you start to find out that they start, every time they are just advertising their products, where like I don't know if you people saw it in the dynamic WordPress group, where someone mentioned, no, the WP Ltd group, where somebody mentioned that, what's the name of this, their landing page builder, is, some people are ranking it as the top 10. In fact, one of the content creators on that YouTube channel group there, he also, he puts that landing page builder by those awesome motive people as top 10 page builders of 2024. And I'm like, I've never used that builder. The only thing that thing was helpful for me back years ago was to create a coming soon page, because that was the only thing I could find to create a coming soon page back in the day. But other than that, I've never actually used it for anything. But yet, you still see it because there's affiliate commissions. We keep like exactly, yeah, that's it. Every time they do like a top 10 um or any kind of review, they will always put their product in there, even though their product doesn't even relate to that thing. You always see their products there. Like, they're always saying that they're among the top 10. I'm like, no, you're supposed to just put your name like honorable mention, because very few people actually use this thing. So it's no longer, like, the quality is gone. So, but that's true for most things, that at the beginning, even with, like I said, most of us YouTube creators at the beginning, when we're just starting out, we have that drive, that desire to keep helping people. But you get to a point and you just reach that peak, and you're like, what's the point? Like, all this effort, what is it getting me? So you start to see people now. That's when you start seeing people, like you say, theoretically, or like selling their souls or something, because literally there's no point again. You're just, why should I stress myself? It's either you get burnt out, or you join the system and just, you start to work with the system. So you start promoting products that you've never used in your life, or you start to, just because you want to get commission, and which is why YouTube started to realize that, okay, people are just promoting products that they don't use. That's why they tell you to put that sponsored on your video. Put sponsored, which sometimes some people don't actually bother doing. But yeah. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. That is the trouble. That, and it happens to almost every, even the best of us. You get to a stage, you just have to get that bias. That bias just comes, sets in, because like I said, as a fresh, maybe content creator or something, you're only answering to yourself. You are you are objective, but then you start getting higher, and then people start to buy you out, or like you start to get sponsored, or you start to the next thing your vision is no longer straightforward. It's now you start to like curve. That's why you start to see people. Most people will start to like start to see let's say there are two products, rather than comparing the two products, you start to like push for one product more than the other one. Just subconsciously it just starts to happen. It happens to all of us. So that's why, like I said, is the always the younger ones or the newer, fresher ones that still have the drive or the desire. They keep going. But the older you get in the business, you start to go into something else. You start to become like our supreme leader right now, where you start to deviate from the path, and you start to do things that are just absurd. Like, but you have to do it because you have people to answer to, and things like that. But yeah, yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any ideas of how you want my channel to focus in the new year, because I'm trying to make some changes. Like I said, there will be no videos or any live stream in January. It will be in February, or hopefully in February. So if you have any, like, I'm trying to like change the way I do my videos and take on some feedback, because I've been getting lots of feedback from my old videos saying how I should improve some things. How I remember way back, like not way back, like just a few weeks ago, I usually do videos that either have subtle attacks on people and all of that. So I'm trying to change all of my approach to be more like more get that, I don't know what to call it, purity or so. That's that's yeah. There will be no videos in January unless something big happens. Then I might do a video. But for January, I'm just going to be focusing on like refreshing myself, and like planning for the future, basically. Yeah, and we'll be having, and the real reason is I'm going out with my family on some. We have January is going to be very busy, so there will be no time to record videos. And where I'm going to, I will not be carrying my gear, so I will not have any microphone, and it'll be weird. I might write some blog posts there, but I will not be recording any videos. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that makes sense. That's true. I might do that. Take some time off, record some videos before I go. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That is it. Because when you're just pushing videos out every day, you start to realize that the video quality sometimes it becomes like it no longer becomes fun. It's like you're doing it because you have to do it, rather than doing it because you want, like, you have that passion to do it. You start to get to a point where you start to do the videos. Like, I remember what Imran said last year or the year before, when he was doing his live stream every day, like literally every day he was doing a live stream. He started to realize that at a point your live stream started to feel like it's no longer fun. It's no longer like you are excited to do that live stream. It's like uh, another live stream again, and that's the feeling he had. That's why he cut off his live streams for some months, I think. Because yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's it. So that's why at least take some time out, just go out with family, enjoy your life, get refreshed, and can come back again and start again from scratch and come up with new ideas, new ways to do things and things like that. Yeah. So thank you all for joining in today for the live stream. I think Mark is should be doing his live stream now. If you all want to jump in, Uh, uh, yeah, yeah, that's but well, some days you might want to do more than one, especially when you have the time. Like for me, I barely have the time because let me just say the reality now. The reality is I'm working 3 jobs technically. So because one, I work for a company in Nigeria, and here it's a company that I work, I consult with them, and I'm full time with them. I also work for a care agency here, and I do the web design. I also do this YouTube. So literally every day I go in the morning to work, from one job to the other job. So then I go back to the first job. Then I come back in the evening and I go into my web design. They're all giving me good amount of money, which is good, but that pressure is just too much. So that's why I'm also going to take January to figure out which one I want to stop and which I want to go fully into. I don't know if I want to go fully into web design yet. I'm still thinking if I'll go fully into web design, so I'll just go fully in there and then I'll stop the other ones or not. So it's still in my mind. So those are the things I'll be thinking about while I'm also like traveling around with family. Yeah. So thank you all for the live stream today. And if you have any questions, you just leave the questions. Like I said, my website will still be up and running, and I'll still be trying to add more content to the website. So more blog posts will be coming up soon. And yeah, that's it. So thank you all for joining in. If you've not hit the like button, please do hit the thumbs up, the like button, so that for the YouTube algorithm, we need to stay relevant. We don't want to die out. And yeah. Yeah, we keep in touch, everybody. We always keep in touch. So hit the like button, the subscribe button, and right now I'll be preparing. We have the Christmas special with Jamie. So I'll go ahead. I'll be going there in a couple of hours. Then I'll go ahead and see Jamie and see their speed build. I'll take some pictures and post it on my X and Twitter, X and Facebook and everywhere. And you guys can follow along. Maybe I might even record a video there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, bye everyone.